What is going on, guys? MitchCactus here, coming back with another Forza Horizon 5 video, and today's video will be talking about the easiest way to be able to take money in Forza, exactly what's involved, and of course how you guys can do it. So of course, often these money methods do change over time. We see glitches come and go, so if you guys want to stay up to date with any further videos related to this, maybe post-patch methods, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel with notifications on, and comment down below how many credits do you guys have right now in Horizon 5. So first off, you're going to want to go in and get a good car. There are a few different ones you can choose from. Virtually any Formula Drift car will work, but the best car to use for this is going to be the Unicorn V2. The reason the Unicorn V2 is so good, because I'll show you guys the two differences in the cars. If you guys go and unlock the perks in, let's say, any of the Formula Drift cars, you'll see one of the most important perks for making or farming skill points is the skill multiplier. This Formula Drift car only has a skill multiplier of ×7, opposed to the Unicorn, which actually has a skill multiplier of ×8. What that means, guys, is you'll need less points in each skill chain to be able to bank 10 skill points, which is actually the most you guys can get in one singular chain. As you guys can see here, the skill multiplier is actually ×8, but regardless of what car you guys have, because the Unicorn V2 is quite rare, just ensure you've basically maxed out all of the skill points and you'll be good to go in and start. In terms of a particular tune, I don't actually have one. I've basically just gone in and maxed out the upgrades on my Unicorn V2 without even having a proper tune. It's all you guys will really need. Then go and head to the aerodrome drag strip. Now, you might have seen this before. It's quite a traditional and safe and easy method to use, but of course there are a few extra tips and tricks I'll throw in, as you guys might have missed out on a few things you can do to significantly increase how quickly you can use this to farm money. So of course, the general premise of how this works is you basically just drift up and down in a side to side motion. Whilst you guys are doing this, as long as you have your skill mastery perks maxed out on your car, you'll start to earn skill points extremely quickly. One thing to keep in mind is that the most skill points you can get in a singular chain is 10, and where the skill multipliers come into play is determining how much you need to drift until you're at the point where you've crossed the threshold where you farm 10 skill points in one chain. So basically, guys, for a car like the Formula Drift car, to determine this, you divide 500,000 by its skill multiplier, which means 500,000 divided by 7 will equal around 72,000. Once you guys get up to 72,000 points in one chain, which is the yellow number at the top, with a car like the Formula Drift car with a times multiplier of 7, that means you'll have now crossed the threshold of farming 10 skill points in one chain. However, since the Unicorn V2's multiplier is 8, I only have to go to around 62,000. However, guys, one thing to keep in mind is that your points that show on screen will actually be going up a lot quicker than what it will show. The reason being is because when you guys are drifting this quickly, you'll be earning skill points and skill chains faster than what the animation can actually show on screen. So basically, you want to time it well so you stop right before you pass or right after you pass that threshold. So guys, I'm aiming for my chain end at 62,000, and if I stop right now, you guys will see my points will continue to accumulate for quite a while. So you want to be pretty efficient with it. The reason why I'm telling you guys the most skill points you get on a chain is 10 is because, let's say you're in a car like the Formula Drift car. If I'm in that car and I get my points to 72,000 in my chain, I'm going to get 10 skill points. Even if I go to 1 million, I'm still only going to get 10 skill points. So it's super important you guys time it well. You want to be as efficient as possible, as you'll save a lot of time. I probably stopped in the late 40,000s, and my chain is continually built up into the 60s and will likely still go up. So you want to practice a bit. Notice, you know what, last time I stopped at 50,000, it kept going to 80,000. This time I'll stop at 46,000, and you'll find that good middle ground point where your points are being perfectly timed with that max cap of 10 skill points in each chain. You guys can see mine stopped at around 68,000, so it went around 20,000 higher than when I stopped it at. And just one very useful tip a lot of people often overlook, you don't actually have to wait for that animation to end to get your skill points. I'm just doing that to prove a point. Once you guys are doing this, to save a bunch of time, instead of sitting there and waiting for your skill point chain to end, simply go up to one of the events, whether it's a drag strip or that cross-country strip, enter into the event and instantly back out. What this will do, as you guys can see, enter event, back out, it'll instantly bank your skill points, and mean you guys can get straight back into drifting without actually having to wait for them to go, and it all counts up into your inventory. Once you guys have farmed, let's say 600 skill points, as you can easily get around 10 per minute, now you want to figure out how to convert them into super wheel spins and consequently money. So let's go on and head to the festival. There are quite a few ways of going around around doing this. A good example is buying a car like the Zenvo TSR-S. This car can be purchased from the auto show for 1.2 million credits. You guys can use the perks and then resell it on the auction house. It'll either sell for a very similar amount. I mean, if you guys sell it for 1.2 million, you'll get your money back and you can buy another Zenvo. Or if it doesn't sell, you'll still get the car returned to your inventory, and with the recent auction house change, even if a car has already had the perks used when you guys list up for sale, if it sells, the person who buys it will have the clean slate of the skill points. I mean, let's say you buy a car off me and I've already used the perks on the one I've listed. Once you guys get the car, the perks will not appear as used for you. And that same thing applies even if you guys do not sell your car successfully. When it's returned to you in the auction house menu, you'll find the skill points have been wiped clean and you can rinse and repeat. So guys, the Zenvo is the best car in the game for this. It costs only 21 skill points, and you get both one normal wheel spin as well as 2 super wheel spins. You can do this over and over again until you convert all your skill points into super wheel spins. And just quickly guys, you might have seen I've got a billion skill points, I've even got a billion credits, a billion super wheel spins and more. And that's actually because I'm playing on a Forza Horizon 5 instant delivery modded account from MitchCactus.com, and you guys can too. We offer personal account mods, credit packs, car packs and more. So if you guys don't have to spend hours and hours grinding out just to make a few million credits, these are definitely worth checking out. We've got over 4,600 Trustpilot reviews and the number is only going up. There will be a link in the pinned comment description. Be sure to go and check that out guys. But now into one more car you guys can use this for. If you don't want to buy the Zenvo, let's say you only put a few 100,000 credits, you can actually buy a car like the Bugatti Devo off of the auction house for around 400,000-500,000 credits. Once you're done with it, you can either resell, like I said, get the 500,000 credits back, buy another one, or if it doesn't sell and you get it returned to you, you can use the same car mastery perks again. But just to represent what perks this car has, 2 super wheel spins and 1 normal wheel spin. The only disadvantage being with the Devo, it costs around 25 skill points to get these perks, whereas on the Zenvo it's only 21, so you save a bit of money in skill points by doing this. But that's basically how it goes. You guys can easily make millions of credits doing this. One of the best current money methods. Drop a like and subscribe to my channel if this helps you out. Comment down below how this goes for you, and be sure to stay tuned for any of my next videos and check out those modded accounts at MitchCactus.com. Thank you guys all so much for watching.